I think I'm going to talk on reconnect. Reconnect is going back to something we have missed and connect it again, to do things again. Let me start with a small story first. Once a man had a lot of seeds in his hand. He went to a location and flung the seed like that. It all spilled here and there. Some on the stone, some on the sand, some on a fertile land, some just on the grass. What happened in this? The seeds which fell in the fertile land grew up very nicely and it started bearing fruits. Wherein the other seeds, this story is there in the Bible. Victor is looking at me. So, wherein other seeds which fell on the stone, they dried up. It's obvious because it was not fed with things which it had to feed with. And the other one, which we could not live long, was the seed which fell on the grass, because there were a lot of other weeds which would absorb the water and this seed would get suffocated. In fact, it won't get the water which is required. This is what happens in our life also. Our childhood, how we are born, when we are born, our upbringing matters a lot. So here, another thing, I want to ask you one question here. What is the difference between a gardener and a farmer? Gardener and a farmer. Who? Farmer will. No, it's not like that. See, farmer is a commercial word actually. They both are caretakers, in fact. But a gardener falls in love with its plant. A farmer doesn't, because it's a commercial thing. Just like we growing chickens at home, and after a couple of days, when we want to sell it, we'll sell it off. We'll not get attached to it, as good as a pet. But likewise, for a gardener, his plants is his pets. He can talk to the plants, he can caress the plants, he can touch it, feel it, smell it. He would love. What happens if there's a bad gardener who forgets to water the plant on time, or put urea, whatever required, fertilizers on time? What will happen, do you think? It same happened with me. When I was small, there was a lot of clash in my family between my mother and father. Probably among all of us, there'll be few of them who would have undergone the same suffering what I underwent. It was a very difficult childhood because there was a lot of commotion at home. I couldn't focus on things which I wanted to. Same with my siblings as well. This is a bad farmers. Bad parenting or bad farmer. And what happens when you start growing slowly, you miss out a lot of things. And just like Gokul told, there is inside somebody who is talking to you. That is your inner child. I call it an inner child that's sitting there and crying. I want this, I want to do that, I want to eat this, I want to watch these movies. Like so many thoughts are there in the mind, which you did not get the opportunity to do it when you were small. But today, you have every right to do because it's in your hand. Those days, they were the one to control you. You were under their control. Whatever you wanted, you would have asked them and they would have said no. This is one part of the entire story. Second thing, what happens when you're growing up, your adolescence age? When you're growing up, they'll be influencing you. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't study this, don't study that. The problem now here is they are fighting with their inner child. Now your father wanted to become an engineer. Your mother wanted to become a doctor. They couldn't become. Now father is forcing you to become an engineer. Mother is forcing you to become a doctor. In fact, you want to become a photographer or you want to become a scientist. You want to become something else. Here also, they are coming and trying to push you towards their childhood dreams. I would like to request you all to close your eyes again for about 2 minutes or so. I'll be counting from 1 to 10. I want to take you all to your childhood. The best memory of childhood. Let us recollect and bring it back. And let us live on that childhood which we have missed. Please close your eyes, starting the count from 1 to 10. 1. You are feeling very, very present under this beautiful breeze of the fan. 2. Slowly, you are going into your childhood now. 3. You are feeling so nice. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You are feeling so relieved, so relaxed. 4. You are going to become a small child slowly, slowly from this adulthood. You're passing on to that stage where you left out certain things in your life. 5. You're feeling so pleasant, so nice. Take a deep breath. 6. 7. You're going deeper and deeper into your past. 8. More deeper. Now you are in 8th standard. 9. 10. You are in 8th standard at the age of 14. Something beautiful is happening today. Try to recollect what is that beautiful thing happening today. And you feel like reliving that same day. Let's assume today is your birthday and celebration is happening. A lot of friends are coming. Try to recollect who was your best friend standing next to you, clapping hands and singing happy birthday to you. Of course, you remember few friends. I'll be asking the name later after this session. It's a wonderful feeling. You feel you are to be here only in the same program for a long time, but I want you to come back. I'll count 1 to 5. When I finish the count 5, you will be opening your eyes. 1. Take a deep breath. 2. Take a deep breath. 3. You are feeling so comfortable. You actually don't want to come out from that day because you are enjoying as of now. 4 and 5. Open your eyes. I know everybody would have enjoyed to be a small child again. It's really nice. Many a time we do that. And things which happens in our dream. I want everybody to focus on their dreams when their dreams are happening. It's very, very relative to our day-to-day happenings. You will never be able to see anything that is in dream which you have never done in before. I mean, in your past. Or in your present, what you want to do, you cannot see in your dream. I mean to say now, one movie is going to release of Rajnikant, and you cannot see that movie in your dreams. Then why do you see things which has already happened? That means your mind is repeating it. Why the mind is repeating? There's something working continuously behind your mind. Our inner child wants to do something and we are not allowing it. So there will be commotion in our present life. It will all be related. Many times if you do not have a good sleep, morning will be very bad because this thing will be reflecting in your past. It will start irritating you. Throughout the day, one kind of irritation will happen. When I was small, I was fond of singing. But nothing happened that time. Obviously, I did not have microphone or I did not have the opportunities. Again, don't clap please. I did not have the opportunities to go and sing on stage and all. Once I did it. One of my friend who was working in a band, I requested him and I sang on the stage. But it was just like, amateur singing, no head and no tail. Nothing could be done because I was not a good singer, neither I am today. But I have that passion inside. I want to sing. So what I did was, recently about 5-6 months ago, I bought 2 systems, JBL, 3 microphones, different level microphones, and I started practicing singing. Likewise, when I was small, one of my uncle who was abroad, he gifted us a small mouth organ that was made in China with multicolor. Today also it's available for 200-300 rupees in the market. Those days I don't know the cost, but that time what we were doing, foo, 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 foo. We don't know how to play it. During COVID, I took an opportunity to learn this thing through YouTube. Now I play well. Many a times, whenever I have time, even in toilets, I'll be sitting with this and I'll be playing it. See, we have to learn to utilize our time. Every second is precious. Do not waste your time anywhere at all. Here, now what happened is, I love my passion. One is singing. Wherever I get an opportunity, nowadays I have joined Rotary. So every club meeting I go, I sing there a couple of songs. Otherwise, I keep singing here. One speaker I have kept in Hyderabad office. Whenever I have time, I sing there. For you, I want you to understand, if there is anything inside you which you feel that I need to do it, any of your passion, just close your eyes and sit today evening with yourself. Give time for yourself. We become very, very busy. We give time for others. We want to mend everything around us, but we forget ourselves. Maximum whatever happens today, problems in our life and everybody's life, is out of something which has happened in the past. You need to relate what happened with your past, with your present. You will definitely find a reason behind it. I I've spoken to a lot of people in my lifetime. The best of ability people, they fail at times. They fail because there is lack of confidence in them. You will definitely lose confidence because in your childhood, if your parents would have told you are good for nothing, you are useless, you are this, you are that, your mindset will be like this only. When you have to run the race, first only you'll say, I will not win this. I don't want to run. Immediately, before running only. I've seen people who keep running and every time they keep losing also. Again, here the problem is they do not run within the lines. So, if you have a very good parent who guide you well, a good gardener who waters the plant properly, time to time putting fertilizers and taking care of the shade, the temperature, everything, the plant will bloom. When it blooms, fruit will come. A good fruit will again lead to a good seed. Likewise, see, every seed has to die before being born again. So you would have had killed a lot of childhood dreams. That doesn't matter. Forget about it. When I was small, I used to literally feel bad when our neighbors used to feed their child with milk and glucose biscuits. That smell of glucose biscuit, now it is there in my nose till today. And I used to always think, whenever I grow up, whenever I start working, first thing is I'll be buying a big dabba of glucose biscuits and 2-3 liters of milk, mixing and eating it. Though I couldn't do now, because that feeling is gone. At times, I used to do. Sitting with my friends, we used to not dip it in milk, we used to dip it in water and eat. That was our passion. All our group of friends will be smoking, will be sitting, having tea, coffee and everything, but glucose biscuit will go in the water. Try it out, it's a beautiful combination, water and glucose biscuit. Reconnect with your childhood. It will take you somewhere else. You will be more successful. Never put pressure on anybody to do anything which you have not done in life. You do not take dictates from people who doesn't have experience in the same thing. That's the reason to learn music, we go to a music guru. To learn yoga, we go to a yoga guru. We cannot go to a karate master and teach me yoga. It is not possible. But our parents, probably they are not educated in the sector what they are guiding us. And they want us because they have heard somewhere else that, okay, this is the good industry. I have seen people have done, BSc and they are working for ICICI Bank in accounts. No relation. But their parents, earlier when I was into HR, I used to interview a lot of people. Out of nowhere, from no industry, they'll be working in a particular industry which has got no relation with each other. When I used to ask them, they used to tell, my dad forced me, my mother forced me. To convince them or to satisfy their mindset, these children would take up that kind of studies. I mean, in whichever, what do you call that, stream. They'll go into science or whatever, they'll go into economics or arts, whatever the parents are forcing. What the parents are forcing? The parents can only force you what they know. If they don't know, they don't. That is what happens in a very, very poor children. They are unable to study also because the parents are not guiding them. There are few people, few social workers and all who guide them, who collect them, who take their tuitions and all. As you told one story, similar there is another story of one lady IAS whose husband is a police officer. This is the same thing, I think, that I had posted already in the group earlier. So, passion. As our TMOD was discussing about passion, my talk is absolutely the same. Ignite your passion in you. Search what passion you have. Many a times we may not know. We fail to identify our passion because we are very deeply engrossed in other things. Go back to your old self and see what you have missed. Try to reconnect with everything what you have missed in life. And you will see a renewed you, yourself. I took every opportunity from my childhood. I never blame my parents because if I feel my parents would have been very good people, I wouldn't have been standing here today like this. And the kind of relationship I have with my family members, it would have been practically impossible because my family members did not have a very good united relationship. So I don't want that to repeat in my life. I learned a lot of things. Opportunities are there everywhere thrown around. I would suggest everyone to pick up every opportunity, use it for the right purpose. Now we are ready for question and answers. Anybody, any questions, please?
So when you talk about this childhood neglects to the past, to the present, how do we relate that? How do we can bypass that kind of feelings right now so that we don't regret in our life?
1 second, the question.
So my question is, we have a lot of regrets in our childhood, right? Dreams that not been done. Over the period of time, after 15, 20 years, when still you wanted to have that, is that now valid? Can we go for it? And how to handle that kind of situation?
See, it is obviously valid because the question arises, that itself means that your mind or your heart is wanting to do it. And it means a lot because whatever missed definitely is not going to come back in life. So you need to do that. You feel that, okay, I missed playing cricket. Okay, one day, fine, call your friends here and there and accumulate them on one of the holidays, upcoming 15th of August. Go to identify a playground. There you play cricket, however you want. Do your heart, pour your heart out into the game. That is what it has to be done. The mind has to be absolutely relieved. Even a person who is fighting on the street, he feels very nice after hitting somebody. It's obviously. That's a mental satisfaction because that inside, that monster is sitting, waiting to get an opportunity to hit someone. He'll be just waiting to abuse, to fight. That is what happened. That is his passion, or he would have missed in his lifetime, or he would have been born and brought up in that society, that culture. So now you are telling that yes, there are a lot of things, a lot of questions which your mindset will be asking you. Is it the right time? This is the right time because today you have got all the right to do whatever you want. Nobody is going to ask you. At the most, what you can do, you can include your kids also along with that. You become a 5 years old or 6 years old and you can clap with them and you can dance with them, whatever you want, you can do with them. That time you could not do, but today you can do it. We also do it. Obviously, we all would have become donkeys and horses for our kids, making them sit behind our back. People who I'm talking about, everyone who's got kids. It's obvious. That is just like our childhood. We would have seen all those things on our kids and, Siri, I will become a horse. You sit. Second question. Shanti.
Even some things which we have decided, which we cannot be do now, because for example, for dressing, childhood I may be interested to wear a lot of the frocks and all. Now it's not. I can't do. Then how I can be do it?
I will tell you. I really do not know your relationship with your husband, how it is. But if it is my wife asking, I will tell, come, we'll go to Goa. Come, we'll go to Goa. Though, yes, we cannot do in public here because you have a lot of relatives who can pinpoint you. Go to a place where nobody knows you. Unless, if your husband is not allowing, leave him aside. Pick up one of your best friends. Plan one day somewhere out. Go somewhere where you can be yourself. Go to any public toilet or any hotel or something. Go to a changing room, change, put your frock and walk. We have, the best thing is now we have mask to put. So nobody will know it is you. Dreams can be made, practical. That is up to you. How is your brainchild? Utilize that.
How do you use your passion through training or anybody motivated to ignite your passion?
My passion. I'll tell you what happens is when I'll tell you a small story on this. I think you need to extend 2 minutes of mine. Yes. No, you can disqualify me. I'll tell you one beautiful story. I can tell you a beautiful story. It's very related to what she's telling me. There was one couple who, after marriage, they always used to have pillow fights, literally. After pillow fights, the wife started throwing something or other. I mean, glass or whatever she gets, bottle, she'll throw on the husband. Husband will somehow duck and save himself. All the neighbors will be watching from the window. Every day this will go on. Many a time the guy will catch here and there. He'll catch. And then one fine day what will happen? He'll apply for a divorce. And the judge will know the entire story because judge is also one of the neighbors who will be peeping from the glass. What is the problem? The judge will ask. Everything was fine till today. 15 years y'all are together. Y'all are fighting every night. What is so great for you today after 15 years to take a divorce? He says, sir, till date everything was fine. I was about to take a catch. I was about to hide myself or duck myself. But now it is not possible. Now she is not missing the target. Every time she is correctly hitting me. I am unable to tolerate hereafter. So I want a divorce. And this is how it happens when things go wrong in your life. A day comes where you have to change yourself. 30 seconds, Grace. You have to change yourself. There is nothing, look for, you have to avoid. You have to change yourself. I also evolved like that. The things what happened in my life, it was a beautiful story, beautiful journey. And I started changing slowly, slowly. I started reading a lot of books which would enhance my skills and give me more and more confidence. That is how I am the person today standing in front of you all. Thank you so much.